hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this Ravens Dolphins game. Ravens went out there, man, and they put a little something on them. I ain't gonna lie, man. The uh the first the first quarter, I was thinking like, maybe maybe the Dolphins got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they started off, they had a little short field. They got the ball in midfield with the kickoff, and then he hit Waddle 20 yards on the first play. You know what's so crazy, man? You get the ball midfield now, and you get a good chunk play, you in field goal range already.
Deebo, once you cross the 50 now, as soon as you cross the
Yeah.
50 field goal range, when I was playing, it was the 35. You were trying to protect the 35. Now, as soon as you cross half, you then they got three.
Yeah, for sure. Baltimore, they're able to hold up after that, and they hold them to three. They kick a field goal, they get 3 points, and then Baltimore comes out there, and Lamar, he had like a little bad throw. I think that's the only bad throw he had on that third
Yeah.
down, the low and outside. So they
Yep.
ended up doing basically a three and out, and after you have a few weeks off, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They punt the ball. Miami gets it back, and dude, what
This
happened?
one, they
Like,
started. This when they started. This is like what bad teams do. It's
I
just
don't, I don't. Yes, it
they
is,
started. Okay,
but they still the second play, they got the fumble force.
Mm-hmm.
They ripping at the ball, all that, and
Yeah.
understandable, but you still got to be able to hold on to that. They give
Mm-hmm.
up the ball right there, and I believe it was in their own territory. What was it? Inside the 20?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Inside the 20. Baltimore gets the ball. Of course, they go for it on fourth down, and
Mm-hmm.
he throws a touchdown to Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
And now, it done flipped upside down.
That was a
It's
good defensive
already.
play. No, I wasn't. I wasn't saying that was what bad teams do on that play. That was a good defensive effort. That dude, he ripped the ball out. They were
Mhm.
forced tackling, so that was a good play by the Ravens defense. They played a lot better in that game for sure.
You know what I noticed though? Like, soon as Miami got the ball, the first play, oh, dude hit 19. It was like their first play. They was like moving it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it was like the first. And then I think later on in that same drive, they got they got one for like about 22 or something. That was the two big plays in that drive. And they go for it on fourth down, 4th and 1. And again, like you were saying,
This is when I was saying what bad teams do. You get the false start, and you're getting a little momentum. You're making plays like you're thinking now we can get another score. Let's get some points on the board, and you get a false start, which throws you all the way off. And then even to make even more worse, you missed the you missed the field goal.
no,
So
they made that one.
oh, made that one.
I think that was the one they made. No, they made the first one. You're
They
right. They
made the
missed the
first one. He
second
missed
one.
this one.
He
So I'm
missed the
saying like
second one. Yeah, because
the
it could have
second
been
one, they
because
had to
it
drive.
could have been 6-7.
It could have been. It could have been. And then they missed the field goal. So that's where coach had every right there. McDaniels was pissed
Oh
because
yeah.
they
This the
false
first time I
started.
seen something out of him.
Yes.
You know what I'm
That was
saying?
real. I was like, okay. And the other thing was the play calling too was looking pretty good. I was loving how they were doing the run passes.
Uh-huh.
Tool was doing that like fake handoff. There was a lot of bang eights. There was a lot of like posts right behind people's heads. Like soon as you fake something, he's throwing it all
Yeah.
the time. So they were hitting plays, but they weren't able to capitalize and get any points.
Yeah. And Baltimore get back out there. And we hadn't heard from Likely, but on that third down, dude, he went on ahead, end of the first quarter, hit him for what was it, about 35,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yep, up the sideline.
No question. A few plays later, Mark Andrews, that man show up again. 20-yard touchdown. How do you run into it? That play, how do you run into each other as
It's
DBs and
it
you're not looking ahead of you? Like, ain't nobody go
It's
adjust?
so that's what I'm saying. We used to call the joint. It's saying no. It's called tailpipe. You got to get directly behind the tight end because if you're directly behind the tight end, if he don't hit it, you won't hit it. If you're on top of him at all, they're trying to make you collide into each other. And if you don't get directly behind the dude, we do drills like but you got to like on the drag routes on those crossers. If you don't get
Uh-huh.
directly behind your guy, you're gonna run smack into somebody because that's how the play is set up to do. It's so difficult. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't get directly behind them, you're gonna run. bam, just like they did right into each other. So it's a technique that the DBs we always get taught that because rub routes, all that. If you don't get directly behind your guy and then then pop up on the other side, you
Coach,
got to do that.
no question. Now it's 14-3. Miami gets the ball back. I think Tua, he ended up hitting Waddle, I think it was. It was for like 35, 40, something like that.
Mhm.
But they called a tripping that wasn't a tripping, dude.
Was not a tripping. He
That was,
slipped, and did you see how pissed he was?
yes.
He has every right to be pissed because the coach is yelling at him. He's like, "I
Right.
didn't do
I'm like,
that,
as a coach, how you don't look and see? He's telling you he
coach."
didn't do that. How you don't look and look at the top of the thing and say, hey, like,
Hmm.
hey, okay, I see it. He just takes off. You know why? Because everybody is under fire over there right now. You know what
No,
I'm
for
saying?
sure, for
So
sure.
you
Because you
get
know
that.
what?
That's a huge momentum shift where they don't get
Yes.
that points. Now you add on top of it, you missed 3 the first time. So
Hmm.
it could be 6, 7. Now you
You
can't
get.
you can't get back ahead of the chains. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And that could have been a potential touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
would
for
have had a
sure.
potential 10 points where it might have been 13, 14 after this, but they end up punting.
Yeah, that right there is unfortunate because it's not the fault of the player. Like the Dolphins, they did what they had to do. That's just a terrible call. But he slipped. He wasn't trying to trip. I
He
didn't.
didn't even swing his feet to
He
even
didn't even. That's
try
what I'm
to.
saying. He didn't
Like,
even kick his
he
leg
fell,
up. You
period.
could tell when dudes are falling, they get that extra kick up. He's falling. He's just falling, and that's all it was.
That's like a cut block, if anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
that
Baltimore
was
get
crazy.
back out there. The Dolphins stand up. They sack him on the first play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I believe on the third down, where dude wanted a flag, he gets an unsportsmanlike conduct. That
Spazzing on the ref.
right, that puts them back, a little further. So they end up punting the ball. Miami comes and they get a good return, dude, to the 29. Add on top of it, they had a holding penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore did. That's rare, which gave them an extra 10 yards, put them at the 29. Like, dude, and they cannot convert and get a touchdown, they go for a field goal and it's 6-14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
dude.
you did that those they're not being able to get any like real you're in great field position not and
Hmm.
then missing field goals, getting out of field goal range, not and then just not getting a touchdown. You're playing against Lamar Jackson. They're scoring points on the other side. You're not going to beat them with field goals.
Yeah, and then the defense, they get, Miami's defense get right back out there. They force a 3-and-out.
Mhm,
Miami get the ball back. They start driving down the field. I think Tua hits Waddle for a nice third down completion. I think it was like for maybe 15 on the third down. And
mhm.
then it was another one later on along the way for about 25, 24, something like that. The running back, he got something for about 15, 20, like that. They go for it on the 4th and 2. They don't make it because it just looked like they had some type of miscommunication going
Mm,
on. I don't know. And right then and there, I don't even know if I go for that on 4th and 2. Like, you kick it, it's 9 to
mm.
14. You already, I mean, I understand he missed one, but you already had a missed opportunity here and there. You don't want to keep leaving potential, points out
Yeah,
there on the
keep
board.
leaving with nothing.
Yeah.
You got to leave here with something. Like
Like, yeah, like you said, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm
Like,
leaving
at
here with
some point,
something.
you gotta leave there with something. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And then Baltimore again, they go out there, and Miami's defense, they able to hold up. Like, they doing what they need to do to get
Hmm.
you the opportunities to get the ball back. And I believe that was when Tua got sacked to end the half. But at the same time, when you look at it, the missed opportunity, the messed up call with the missed
Hmm.
opportunity, the missed field goal, like they could actually mess around had been up going into the halftime, dude. Like when you really look at it, halftime, it could have been something totally different. I mean,
No, for
Baltimore
sure.
was only one of what, 6 on third down, only had about 100 yards, 110 yards, something like that. But the big thing is they was 1-on-1 in the red zone. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Miami had double yards, like 225.
hmm.
The running back was doing them 12 for 67, another 5 for 35 receiving,
Hmm.
but they 0-2 in the red zone, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you know how that is. The execution, knows that red zone efficiency. Once you get down there getting points, 7. if you leave with nothing, leave with zero, you know what I'm saying? Like not getting 3 points, and then you're playing against the Ravens where they're scoring touchdowns. They're getting down there with Andrews, they're marching the ball, they're getting points off of it. And and they're taking time off the clock. You're not gonna have that many possessions in general. So you better use them wisely because they're scoring on their possessions. They're taking clock off, they're taking time off the clock. And then when you
Yes.
get the rock back, you're looking nuts when you can't score.
Yeah. And then the second half, Baltimore gets the ball back. They come out and they basically work their way down the field. Third down, Lamar scramble on them because they playing man. Ain't nobody paying no attention. They can't see it. He get
Hmm
13. Like when you look at that drive, I think he was like 7 for 7. Like
hmm
ended it with a 3-yard touchdown. It's 20. It's 20. He didn't even miss. Like it's 21-6 now off rip.
Yeah.
Miami gets back out there, and now the defense starting to show up. The Ravens defense
Ravens
that you kind
defense.
of used to hearing about and seeing. So first
Hmm
play they get a sack. Second play is I think it was a negative run, and
hmm
then
My man
like
Kyle Hamilton, all them boys, they was getting up in the line.
yeah, they punt the ball right back off, and I'm like, whoa, this is like Ravens defense that you've been come accustomed to seeing. Like it's
Hmm
looking like that.
hmm
Baltimore get the ball back, 4 plays, bro. They go, they go 4 plays, 60 yards, just just over 2 minutes.
hmm
Lamar Bustin again, a hot 2 for 2, 48, with one of them being the 9-yard touchdown. It's 28-6, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's ugly from there. It's ugly from there.
Yeah,
You
Miami, they come back out. Again, the first play, I don't know why, but they get like a nice gain on the very first play. And then after that, Baltimore stood up, basically 3 and out. They end up, except for the little first down, they,
hmm
they end up punting the ball. And Baltimore get the rock back. You let Derrick Henry peel one off for what, about 35, 40?
Yeah, that's when they started just giving it to him. He was 35, 40 for
But
sure.
they still stiffened up. Like
Yeah.
Miami's defense still stiffened up. They forced them to punt.
hmm
So I believe Miami gets the ball back into that third quarter. They had like a 28, 30-yard gain on that one. And then they get the completion by the running back that got reversed. That's what it
hmm
was. He catch the ball for 22. They
hmm
reviewed it, said it wasn't a catch. They end up going, I think, a couple downs of fourth downs. They go for a 4th and 1, a 4th and 11. Miami actually converts, which was like that was wild. Like, and then they fumble the rock, dude. Baltimore recovers the thing, dude. And I think it's just over what 10, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're down, 20, 28 to
28 to
6,
6.
and from there Miami's defense, they go out, they hold up. But I'm really thinking it's too late. And then Tua lets me know that it's too late because he goes immediately, I think, on the second play, second down, and throws a pick.
Yep.
And from there, once Baltimore gets the ball back, they just 6 minutes and some change, just hold the ball, run the clock out.
hmm
Like
Ball game.
ball game, dude. Like, you don't want to know what happened? Like what happened? Lamar Jackson happened.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Lamar
Like,
Jackson happened.
yeah. Lamar went what 18 to 23, 204-yard, 4 touch.
Both of these. No
Like,
picks.
no question. Like,
And then the defense stood up too.
yes.
Baltimore Ravens defense
Second
finally.
half, dude, was crazy. Like Baltimore just came out second half, they went back to back tutties.
hmm
Then the defense started playing more like the defense that we used to seeing from Baltimore.
Even if
The
it was
first half, bro, like they gave up 225, and the game only ended with Miami having, I think, 330, 332. You're
hmm
talking about 2 quarters, they barely gave up just over 100 yards and some change.
Yep. And even when we said too, the Bimba don't break. Like even when they did make plays, like Achan did get off. He would Tua was hitting a lot of those bang posts, like for those big plays to Waddle, 24-yard gains, 17, 18-yard gains, but they weren't getting any points. When they got down to the
Yeah.
nitty-gritty in the red zone, either Miami messed it up or the Ravens did something where they got to stop and got them off
Yep.
the field.
They
So
covered
like,
it better. They covered it better in the second half. They put more pressure on Tua. You
mm-hmm.
know, I think I think that was the big excuse me. That was the big difference. But like Miami, you can't go 0 for 3 in the red zone, brother.
No.
You you can't like just have missed opportunities like that. You're able to gain a whole bunch of yards, but it don't matter if you can't put no points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And then, penalties, well, with the one that wasn't a penalty, well,
Yeah.
that shouldn't have been a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's a big momentum, turn.
No,
And
for sure.
then, like I said, this was the first time that I've seen McDaniels show any kind of flair, anger of any sort. McDaniels
Mm-hmm.
of any sort, like, yo, they got a lot of jobs on the line over there. What you think?
No, for sure. Them dudes is definitely they're fighting for their lives, and I really like to see at least McDaniel showing that he cares. You know what I'm saying, being genuine, and that's a time that a coach is supposed to spaz. You know what I'm saying? Pre-snap penalties, those are on us. Those are just straight discipline. You just didn't hear what was going on, and we're trying to make these plays. It's 4th and 1. We're going for it. We need you to stay on side. So I was glad to see that coach had coach showing some passion, some emotion that it was trying to like that it meant something to him.
Brother, breaking news from Adam Schefter right now.
Right now.
Right now, ESPN sources, Miami Dolphins and general manager Chris, what's that name? Grier met this morning and mutually agreed to part ways.
Parkways.
Grier has been with the Miami Dolphins since 2000 and has served as their general manager since 2016. Well, that's why everybody was a little hot under the collar. It looks like they about to go ahead and clean out everything over there.
Yep.
That's what it's looking like to me. Well, that's
That's
what it is. It ain't even another look.
it's
It
happening in
is
real
what it
time,
is.
Debo.
No question. For real time. Like, yeah, as we speak, brother. Dude, hold on. Here come another one, man.
No.
Dolphins senior personnel executive Champ Kelly now will head the Dolphins decision leading up to and past Tuesday's NFL trade deadline, per sources. Kelly is the new interim GM. They about to make some moves, they saying.
I guess that's
Hey,
what it sounds like.
that's why they was all going buku on that sideline, baby.
We got
That's
to
why they was
win.
going buku. Hey, we got to win or everybody gone. We all gone.
We all out of here. Yep.